All right. So this is a deep dive of sorts because it started uh, with the response video and then another response video, response to the response, and here we are. Um, this newcomer ish, the straw man to YouTube, an atheist joining the ranks of other atheists, if you will, putting himself out there. Uh, I don't even know how I stumbled onto his channel. Looking for I think theist content, I guess, and he's going against Breakfast Tacos, who I know. I'm not well, but I know of him, and he made a video about that, and so I made a live response to it and raked him over the coals a bit, if you will. And Blaster Master joined in, and we had great fun at Strawman's expense. And then Strawman did come on my channel, and I grilled him pretty darn hard. After that video, not that long after, I then made a video about what I'd just done, called Deconverted Man versus Myself or whatever. It's in the description. Because I was reflective about, was I too hard? Was I unfair? Was I being logical or hypocritical? And even trying to figure out why I had even bothered to make any response in the first place. And so now I'm in self-reflection again. And I don't know if it will be of interest to anybody, but who knows? My thing, quote unquote, is informal logic, but I have issues that I've mentioned here and there regarding anger, anger control issues. It hasn't been as bad as it has been in the past, primarily because I'm taking better care of my mental well-being, and I'm avoiding things that I know will irritate me or whatever. And but it's still a thing I deal with. I mean, So here's somebody making fun of a fellow atheist, which is like, that's not a good move, and then not seeming to get the joke. And so I was upset at that. And so it's very possible that my emotions colored my ability to use proper logic. The best way to analyze is to set aside emotions, if possible, or as much as you can. But when I do live responses, I tend to be hyperbolic and over the top and yelling and silly and whatever. And I kind of fell into that for a number of reasons, I suppose. Trying to make people laugh, try to give them, something entertaining. Because otherwise, analysis can be dry, I guess. I don't know. But I also, noticed that with my live responses, I wasn't being as thorough and careful as I was on my non-live responses because I could edit those. And so when someone does a video response that is edited, I expect some polish because that's what I expect out of myself. And I suppose we judge others, whether we should or shouldn't, based on our own self and our own failings thereof. And one failing that I have had is ad hominem against the person rather than the argument. Even if I feel justified in doing it, like, well, they started it, you know, it's still not proper logic. Now, I do try to say, they suck, and also the argument sucks. But what's important is the argument sucks, But what value does saying they suck add? It doesn't add anything. So it's something that I want to lessen in myself. So seeing someone else do it irritated me because it's something that I want to change in myself, perhaps. That's it's like, I don't like what you're doing because I do it, and I don't like that I do it. So I'm now doubly mad. And so all of that, that I reached out to Breakfast Taco and I told him about, the whole thing. And he didn't want to talk to the strawman guy. And the strawman guy said, that his power had cut off. And I mean, okay. I don't think he, is being dishonest, but at the time I wasn't really willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. I thought he had just quit because I was grilling him pretty darn hard. And so that frustrated me even more. But I don't know that any of it is proper for me to have done, or the way to approach doing logic, broadly speaking, or the way to handle a social issue. I mean, it could have been resolved in the background by an email to him. Hey, Breakfast Tacos, he's putting on a joke. It's a Poe. And maybe you want to rethink attacking him, the person, because it's not really fair to do that. It's not really right to do that. I don't think that you should do it even on an actual precept, because it doesn't add anything of value. It might be entertaining, don't get me wrong. And some people definitely feel like insults have some place in our lexicon. And that might very well be true. Insults can be very powerful when used in the right way, I suppose. Um, so I don't know. So listen to his latest video, which is linked in the description. And I was, ready to, bring out the flamethrower on his fields of straw if I had to. And I thought, he didn't really say anything too incorrect per se that I really could rake him over the coals for. Maybe I could, maybe I couldn't. I don't know. But I'm just kind of done. I was like, I already did that twice to this guy. And the only problem I have now is he said that he was going to apologize, but it kind of seems like he's backtracking on that a little bit in that video. But ultimately, that's up to him. That's between him and Breakfast Taco, whether he wants to apologize or not. I think he should. I would if I was in that place. But that's me. And that's how I think. I don't want to hurt this guy's chances of being a big YouTuber or anything like that. So I have a thought, if you will. And that thought is, well, I can always delete the videos or put them on private mode or hidden mode or whatever, including this video, and the whole thing could just go poof like it never was. But there's a video that I still think needs to be fixed on his channel. So he'd have to take that down for me to take mine down. Is that fair to ask? And then you get into that whole, thing. So maybe it's best to leave it all up, you know, and it's not drama because we're not fighting each other. We're not going at each other. We're not going to attack each other. I left my comment, that, be careful when using fire because you're full of straw. And that's not a threat or anything, just to make that clear in case somebody thinks that. It's just, hey, look, if you're going to insult people, just be ready for that to, backfire. And I guess whatever issues I had with his original video um, might have not been as crystal clear as they could have been because of my emotions affecting me at the time that I was doing the live analysis. And then later, when I was grilling him, uh, I was very much in serious skeptical grill mode of I'm going to get you for insulting this person because I don't like that you did that, because I don't like when I do that, you know? So, um, I don't know if I need to apologize to Strawman or not. But if he is injured by what I've done, then I would offer that apology. Um, I think that again, I think he should attempt to apologize to Breakfast Sucker, but that's between him and whatever at this point. I don't care. I'm done. I'm moving on, you know. And that's kind of where I'm at is I don't see any reason to rebuttal more of his videos or correct his logic or whatever. Um I will say go check out his videos. Go check out his channel and decide if you like his content or not. And, maybe I was too rough. He's just starting out. He's gonna make some errors, gonna make some mistakes along the way. Um, so perhaps we should be more forgiving. Um, I don't know. Those are my thoughts, I guess, on this whole thing. And also of note, we should know this. We should at each other. Like you can at people, and then they get notified of your videos. But sometimes YouTube doesn't work. But he could have told me that he had done a response video. That would have been good. But oh well, whatever. I found it, so yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, that's it. A lot of kind of discombobulated mussing here. No argument to be made one way or the other. Just thinking about myself and how I want to do things the right way and try to be the best person I can be and try not to um, allow my emotions to affect my logic even more than I have, like moving forward. It's like, yeah, I'm going to even try even more to do that. And part of that is maybe going to back to recorded videos more often than live videos. Live videos are just easy to make, of course, but you know, um, whatever. Okay, so that's it. That's all for now.
I don't know. If you have any thoughts on any of this, let me know. Tell me I'm a poopy head if you want, or not, or I don't know. Say something. Say anything in the comments, or don't. I don't know. Whatever. Catapult pancakes and lobsters. So I don't know anything. Yeah, that's all. Okay, goodbye. Yeah. Meow 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 meow. What a weird way to end the video. It's normal for me, at least. Do what's normal by being not normal. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. All right.